Angelic Vibrations Oracle. Hello, welcome in. My name is Monica. Welcome. Let's see what comes out. That was horrible. Left side. Necessary for the collective at this time. The Angel's Vibration. Angel Vibrations Oracle. Any messages for the collective? There's two. I'm going to take the two. Let's see if there's any more. Any more? There's one. No more. So we have three messages. Let's see. Number 2, relaxation. Number 24, discrimination. And number 26, gratitude. Number 2, relaxation. The message: sometimes the task in the outer world becomes overwhelming. Pay attention to your body so that it can continue to house your spirit. How much do you wish to do justice to your tasks in the world? It is commendable that you take your duties seriously. The angels love their industrious co-workers on earth. In order to stay healthy and strong, though, you need to take a break from time to time, because otherwise you wear yourself thin. Or you can burn the candle, as they say, at both ends. A full schedule is no proof of a fulfilled life. Not at all. We need to take time to smell the what? The roses. It is high time you thought about your body and took care of it. Every week should include some time for a massage, a scented bath, or a long walk in nature. Me personally, I'm just waiting for this weather to break. Just think about it. Tomorrow's the 10th. Tomorrow's February 10th. Well, it already is tomorrow for me. So with that, right now I'm relaxing because it's winter. I'm not focused on, I'm focused on just paying the bills. I don't need a lot. I'm happy and content with what I have right now. But to have the weather break, yeah, we have a month and 10 days before spring. Whether we get rain, snow, cold weather, it's still, in my eyes, it's still spring. We're going to number 24. Discrimination. 24. Discrimination. The message. Highlighting distinctions has nothing to do with comparing. This is so amazing. Like, I was just looking at some negative comment. Some woman, it wasn't even on my thing, on my post. It was on somebody else's post entirely. And then I went to find an old co-worker's post about Bad Bunny and the halftime show. And he put an amazing comment. He posted photos from, posted photos of Bad Bunny. He took photos in Puerto Rico while he was in Puerto Rico himself. But it's just, and he talks about how the cane sugar from Puerto Rico is grown and how that's like part of their culture. They're very hardworking people. Just the nonsense that's being said against them, like, I don't understand. When did the melting stop? The melting pot stop being the melting pot? That's what my question is. Highlighting distinctions has nothing to do with comparing. So he's not trying to compare, although who is? Those who don't want other people here, which makes no sense because everyone who came here initially was an immigrant, right? Whatever. But anyways, look, and we can go back to being community-based people again, in her mind. But anyways, it says, true discrimination is quite different to mere comparison. To discriminate means to prefer good to evil, right to wrong, and the spiritual path to a meandering one leading astray. This requires quiet deliberation, kindness of heart, and yet also a mental effort. To compare means labeling one thing as better than the other, evaluating and separating. But isn't that what they do in the news? They divide us, they separate us by class, by money, by religion, by politics. And it's all the same thing. It's all distractions. That's all it is. Weapons of mass distraction. The infinitely loving nature of the angels does not judge, yet there might be one wish or another not being fulfilled because there is a more selfish than selfless thought behind it. You might like to ponder what constitutes evaluation and what constitute discrimination. Wow, of that. Yeah. So all those doing the bad mouthing and those just trying to show who they are, living authentically, not afraid of who they are, where they come from, what language they speak, because they should be proud of who they are. And those who are bashing and saying go back to your country and like Puerto Rico is part of America, United States. Which, another thing, like I'm baffled. Why is it called the United States? How are we united? There's a nice ring to it, but how are we united? The laws are all separate. They're all different in every state. Anyways, the next card, number 26, gratitude. Gratitude. Gratitude resonates from heart to heart. When was the last time you felt deep gratitude? This does not refer to the easy thank you that you might have been brought up to always carry on your lips. It is about deep gratitude for life, for the good, the bad, for the lessons, for the hardships, all of it, because it builds character. It makes you grow, hopefully. It makes you change as well. It makes you want to strive to do better. And not in words, but in actions. Because it's showing love, not just for yourself, but towards humanity to become better. People who love us, the sun that warms us. Well, going back to when was the last time you felt deep gratitude? This does not refer to the easy thank you that you might have been brought up to always carry on your lips. It is about deep gratitude for life, people who love you, the sun that warms you, our table set with gifts of nature. All of this should make us tremble with gratitude, or make your heart swell in awe. Deep gratitude to know that, even though there's times that you may struggle, you just keep going. You get up and keep going. You keep going. There's no time to stop. There's no time to quit. Quitting is, where's it going to get you? It's all about hard work, continued effort, dusting yourself up, dusting yourself up and getting off. Anyways, dusting yourself off, getting back up and getting going. Move. Keep it moving. We take life for granted. Sometimes we take people for granted, or situations. Everything is a learning lesson. For every door that closes, one opens. Sometimes that door that closes, it's going to reopen again. Sometimes you just have to be patient. We take life for granted, not knowing that at any moment the magic that life has to offer can nourish us. Wait, what? We take life for granted, not noting that at any moment the magic that life has to offer can nourish us. There is someone who has long deserved your deep gratitude, and for once it is not the angelic world we are talking about here. even though gratitude is due to them every second. What are you grateful for? What do you have deep gratitude for? Me, everything I've been through. I know I talk about this from time to time on my channel about I had gone missing in April 2020 until May of 2021. 417 days, 37 days without food. I was 89 pounds when I returned home. I was in the hospital for 6 days. I had to go to therapy for 8 months. I actually went 9 months, but I told him, I was like, I think I'm okay now. I don't think I need therapy. He goes, to be honest with you, I don't think you need it anyway. He goes, you sound like you're on your way. You're doing all the research. Like, he never had to tell me to do anything. I was already on it. I think it was my intuition telling me what I needed, the discernment to, just to get it all done. I know initially when I came back, I felt shame. There was a lot of sorrow. I was led in fear. I was an ex-Jehovah's Witness. I had left September in 2018, the end. September 30th was my last day. I was like, that's it, I'm done with this. I don't discourage anybody, I don't believe in religion anymore. Again, I don't discourage. I know what the Bible says. And we all have our own path to walk. And I'm not here to judge anybody. So, but for everything I've ever gone through, my son, I got pregnant when I was 13 by my cousin. He took advantage of me. And then my son grew up with that shame. I wasn't ashamed though. Even though they tried to put that shame on me, that wasn't my shame. I wasn't the one doing the bad against someone else. Not to say that I'm better than anybody. I was angry for a while at my cousin. I was angry at my family, but at the same time, I wanted everybody to come back together. I wanted us to get along, but that would have been toxic. And I'm kind of glad we didn't. And then, being gone, when I went missing, it was just, I don't know. Certain family members only came in to find out what the scoop was, why I went missing. Pretending to be nice and caring and thoughtful and concerned about my well-being when that was all just a lie. I'm grateful for everything I've been through, all of it. Good, bad, the ugly, sunshine, the rainbows, the hurricanes, tornadoes, all of it. So, I hope you found that somewhat interesting. I don't even know what else to say, to be honest. You know what? Since I have the angel numbers deck here, I want to get at least one angel number. I think my cards are falling apart somewhat. I'm going to divide these because the deck is so big. I'm wondering why it smells like coffee, but it's not. My brother's drinking coffee. And there's also a candle here. Chestnut bourbon. Okay, so let's see. The chestnut bourbon smells really good. That candle. What angel numbers do we need with the Angelic Vibrations Oracle? 600. Unconditional love. Sheesh. Bad Bunny. Gratitude. Relaxation. Give yourself unconditional love. Family is everything. Oh, I don't even know what time it is. You know what? We'll leave it at that. Get in the box already. Yes. Okay. Unconditional love. Family is everything. Here is your angel number. Not everyone who loves you is perfect, but the unconditional love they give you is. Your angels want you to focus on the unconditional, loving bonds of family. If family is something you don't have, they want you to create it. Who have you taken for granted that you can connect with today? Reach out to a family member or cherished friend on the phone, send them a card, or pay them a visit. And that's your messages. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your time, your energy, your presence. I appreciate you. All my subscribers. I have 61 now. Thank you so much. Sometimes I wondered how long. I didn't doubt it. I just was like, oh, it's probably going to take forever. Which, it may feel like forever. But, again, like I say this a lot, we don't come out of the womb walking and talking. Everything is progression. People don't heal overnight. People need time to change, to be more thankful and grateful, have deep gratitude for everything in their life, good, bad, whatever. Faith, hope, love, believe, love, 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 love. Love will conquer all. This one kind of looks, I don't like it because of the cross, but to me it almost looks kind of like a crooked heart. And whether or not Jesus was, a real person, that's neither here nor there, but whatever. Again, I'm not here to bash anybody. Me personally, I'm not religious anymore. I'm very spiritual now. And I'm very thankful to God, the universe, source, light, love. But with the light and the love, we also have the darkness, and it has to be balanced. Can't have one without the other. As above, so below. And I know a lot of people don't believe that, but I see what religion does with people. It makes people very judgmental. People are set in their old ways, just like the scripture talks about deeply entrenched things. And it's going to be hard for people to let go of the things they know and the things that they grew up. Although I'm 58, like, it can be done. You just have to have an open heart and open mind to new possibilities. Everything they've taught us, I mean, yeah, there's some truth in it, but the majority of everything else has been a lie. It's been a lie. So just knowing that myself, like, I'm open to new ideas, new ways, and what feels good, not not pleasurable, but my gut, my intuition. That's what I'm gonna listen to, not anybody else. I can listen to you, to hear what you have to say. If I feel like listening, if I don't, I'm just gonna tell you, listen, I'm not interested. And that's okay, because you don't have to listen to me either. We all have free will, right? That's what they say. But again, thank you for being here. I appreciate you so much. I hope you and your loved ones and any pets that you do have, that you're all doing well. And again, a month and 10 days till spring. Let's manifest a warmer weather, or manifest that this um, weather modification, manifest them, because we have power. We have so much power. There's 1% of them. There's 99 is the rest. Sure, there's people working for them, but, mind over matter, right? Think positive, not just positive. I mean, you can be who you are. If you're going to think negative, I guess. Because a lot of it is true. It's true, You can't dismiss what is really going on in the world. But anyways, thank you. My name is Monica, and I'm the Spiritual Alchemist. Until next time, take care.